All right, let's try this again. I just walked through my whole shop and did a whole video and went to hit stop on the record button. I'm using my phone right now and instead of the GoPro. And anyways, I didn't push start. So for the last few minutes, I've just been rambling to myself like a freaking moron. Anyway, dirty door, I need to wash it. So here is Pix Fab, the shop. Anyways, here's the tour. Yeah, not much here. Circle shear, my tubing rollers, tubing bender, JD squared. That thing rocks. It's awesome. Circle shear, I use that once a year, maybe if that. This beast here, built this decades ago, but I've bent 1 by 1 inch solid square tube with it, and it bends it like butter. Made some huge arches for a like a nursery type place. And of course I got the cheap Harbor Freight one, which actually works pretty decent. I mean, kind of takes 2 people if you're doing anything of size to keep it square. But yeah, anyway, here's my catch-all table. That's a mess. There's tools down there, you know, whatever. That's my varmint shooter. But, yeah, let's grab the coffee cup. Yeah, Pix Fab. Anyways, here's my wall hangings. The man, the myth, love this man. Really heartbroken. He passed away. But boy, did he live a great, interesting life. Yeah, so let's get you on the shop. Anyways, there's my bead roller, Metler Brothers. I've put a lot of miles on that sucker. I don't even have anything to show because every time I build something, I'm looking around here behind us. So people will say, "Hey, can I have that?" Oh, okay, sure. So, but done lots of body panels, door panels. Yeah, the old Skyjack. It's actually not a Skyjack. I bought this lift because I fell off a ladder. Yeah, lineman for 30 plus years and never hurt myself climbing, and then started my shop, retired, and ladder slipped out from under me and shattered my leg, and spent a year, 2 surgeries, and a year later finally back together. That was quite a few years ago. So I said enough ladders for this boy. Bought this. And anyway, so it was a scissor lift, and it didn't have the slide out part. So I found a salvaged old Skyjack and modified it and put this on it. So now that will extend out. So when I pull up to my walls, I can get to them and hang my Kyle Larson and all my cool stuff that I like on my walls. Like that. Anyway, all right, so back to it. So yeah, we've got that. We've got, I'm kind of old school, my old Miller Dial-Arc. Mainly just use it for TIG welding. Yeah, I know it's huge, transformer machine, dinosaur. But you know what, it works like $1,000,000. That's what I'm used to. Everybody says if I went to the new capacitor style, I'd probably love it. But maybe one of these days. So yeah, the reel there, my auction acetylene, little story on that, I'll tell you when I get to the toolbox. But some of my welding tables I've built, customer's car, 67 Chevelle. Replaced just about every body panel on it. The stuff that's gray doesn't mean it wasn't replaced. It was just some of the first stuff I did and primered it. Doors are original. They need some body work, but they're original. And the trunk lid, original. Core support actually is original. The firewall, the floorboards, everything else, everything is brand new. Took it to Eugene and had it dipped and came back like cottage cheese. No surprise. But she's looking better now. This is my car. Finally just told myself I'm going to work on some of my stuff also. Take the time. Got it's 1967 327 out of a Corvette with a turbo 400. It's got a bunch of goodie parts in it, old school type stuff. Runs really good. That's Behemoth. Here's the shop dog. Bloody, what are you doing? Say hi to the crowd. All one of them, probably my wife, watching it just to be nice, and then she'll tell me what a dork I am when we go to bed. Anyways, so yeah, that one. This one's mine, 57 Chevy. And used to be my daily driver till I got my grandpa's old 1971 Chevy short bed that he bought brand new. Actually, it was a long bed, but it was shortened to a short bed by a good friend of mine. And he found it, did all the work, made it a good runner again. And then, anyways, told my wife and I about it. My wife bought it back for me. So she's a sweetie. But if this works out, I'll maybe have an episode on that one of these days. But yeah, 57. This is kind of my junk pile room here. Oh my crap. Putting a 4-link. I already put a Mustang 2 on the front. Those plates are on top of it right there for boxing in. That's why they kind of looks funny there, but clean truck. Like no rust. There's any rust is just barely surface rust. I mean, I've been in and out of this thing a million times. It's really good shape. Bed will get a new bed. I've got the wood for it. I have everything for this truck except for a radiator and the tires and wheels that I want, because I got to get the 4-link on, the bed back on, fenders, just so I can kind of measure, because I want to fit as much rubber under this bad boy as I can. The wood bed, I'm putting curly maple, in it. Already got it. Bought it from a friend that works at a hardwood mill here in town. That is a 1931 Essex. Tires are on it just mainly for mock-up. Still trying to decide. Those are 18s on the front wire wheels. I'm thinking about I have a whole bunch of sets of 16, 17, and 18-inch forward wheels, wire wheels. But I'm thinking about putting 16s on the front and then move those 18s to the rear with some taller rubber on them. Kind of going that look. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Or you can just tell me, my one fan in bed tonight, honey, what you think. Anyway, tire machine, kind of my oil corner, or blah blah. Sandblast machine. Funny, not funny. Story on this. I actually bought this from Graveyard Cars. If any of you are familiar with that TV show, not being mean, I'm just not really a fan. I've seen it, just kind of not my thing. But love hot rod shows. Just I don't know, that one I had a hard time watching. But nice guy when I got there, I think what is this, Bad Boy Blasters. I've ordered parts for this from them, so I didn't actually buy it from them, but great company. They seem helpful when I talked to them on the phone and stuff. But I think they gave this to him, and then he had it on the show. It's on a few of their episodes. You can see it in there on some of their shows. It's kind of cool. But they ended up giving him a new, bigger one, and so he had this one for sale. I went and bought it. Works great. It's divided, so I've got, like, right now, that's a 4-foot section with a wall right here. So I've got a certain kind of media in there that I blast, and then the purple and green one. The border's out of it right there, so it's 8 foot long. So I can do axles, rear ends, blah blah. I have a monster sandblaster booth outside, but that's still a work in progress. But maybe we'll have an episode of that one these days too. But yeah, here's all my stuff. Toolbox. Oh yeah, so back. I was telling you the Auction Acetylene reel, the Snap-on toolbox on the bottom. Yes, that is a Harbor Freight on the top. It's been a great box. I've had it forever. Back in the day, I'm still not rich, but back in the day I couldn't afford, $10,000 Snap-on boxes, so I bought that top. But the Snap-on is, that was Greg Biffle. Any of your NASCAR fans, Northwest guy, has a Greg Biffle box that was his at his shop in Vancouver, along with the Auction Acetylene torches that I was talking about earlier, and a bunch of other metalworking stuff, because he used to build race cars for himself and for other people. He'd build them, sell them. I think he made some money that way, to help finance his racing before he became rich and famous. But what's cool about this box is the wood top underneath these two in here is it's folded, so it's probably got kind of a crease line on it. It's been in there so long, but I need to lift that box and take it out and now hang it on my walls, now that I've got the big shop. But there's one of his huge Greg Biffle stickers. It's a sticker, but it's huge. I mean, it's like big as the Pix Fab one, if not a little longer. But yeah, anyway, story on that. Granny jacks, my wall with all my goodies, cart that I build, I've been building, my welder cart, and my vice grips. It's a work in progress, you know. Stuff gets thrown on it, and then I say, oh, hey, this would be cool here, so let's do this. I build that, you know, like my grinders. I cut and build all of these on my plasma table, which we'll get to. And this is my drilling station, milling, lathe, iron worker, Kalamazoo chop saw. Here's my fab tables that I built years ago. Another welder. Bought the little art captain. Really impressed with that little thing. I use it just for body panels, but man, it works great. So I used it out back when I built the kitchen. Just had 120 back at the house, you know. I didn't want to like run a cord from the dryer to get 240. And that little thing does either or. Just plug it in, and it actually worked really good. But so yeah, iron workers. There's my 5x10 plasma table. It's the old school lock former. Been rebuilt a couple times. It's about time for some new slats. They're getting pretty crusty. Trying to change those out, but works great for what I do. I got my big brake here. Traded this to a great guy. Really nice guy named Brian. I'll leave his last name out because I don't. He probably doesn't want to be associated with my one fan YouTube page. Yeah. Anyway, shear over there. Blah blah. Oh, built this rack. I don't know. A long time ago with the loft for all my metal. Built the loft. Supposed to be my office up there. Oh yeah, go-karts. We have a go-kart track. We have like I have now 7 or 8 go-karts. Built it for the grandkids, but adults have some fun on it too, you know. My little Harbor Freight press that I still use. Big press that I built, I don't know, forever ago. Actually, I bought the frame. It was already built. Somebody used a regular arc holder, which is fine, but the wells were pretty ugly, so I was just kind of been over the years cleaning up on it, you know, fixing the wells and whatnot, but it still works great. This is this sucker, it's an old Power Wagon transfer case with a gear reducer motor. Maybe we'll go over this one these days. Had it forever too, but I can take solid, hollow or solid, whatever, but square tubing and twist it. I made a cool bridge for my wife over our creek out front. I'll go over that one of these days too. Anyway, just added on to this. Got the bathroom. Finally got a bathroom. I don't have to pee outside in the corner or run to the house if I have to do more than that. So yeah, and I put the sink in. Got one of those commercial things with the 3-position sink. You know, I was thinking, hey, I could soak parts or do stuff, shop stuff in there. You know, this is the back side of the shop. Shouldn't show you all this, but yeah, all my stuff. When I built the shop, the wife said, build a shop, but you gotta promise me you'll have everything in the shop, not out front where I can see it. So she just said couldn't see it, so I figured out about behind the shop I'm safe because you can't see it out front. Anyway, this is work in progress. My paint booth. This is going to be my mixing room. In here, this will be all enclosed. Obviously, a wall there on this side of the heater, but this will be a paint mixing room, all heated, nice and dry. This is my paint booth right here. See that? Oh yes. Trained repair professionals. Huh, wonder who they are. Anyway, anyway, I'm not very funny. I was gonna make a joke, but forget it. Anyway, 35-foot long paint booth with a 1,000,000 BTU heater, so I can bake if I want to. Bake. Awesome. Funny. Cook or heat up the paint when it's freezing cold, like it is. And anyhow, that's a quick tour of the shop. I know there's stuff hidden in sight, out of sight everywhere, but so there's the first episode, just a tour of the shop. And what a mess it is as I walk around. But you know, one guy working takes me a whole day to clean, so I kind of work till I can't stand it no more, and then I'll take a whole day and clean it. So yeah, welcome to Pix Fab. let's get going. Next episode, maybe we'll be working on a car, actually doing some work.